Can you make money trading meme coins without any experience or previous knowledge? Short answer is yes. In today's video, we're going to talk about copy trading. Like the name implies, copy trading is pretty much you copy the trades of other traders. So when they buy something, you automatically buy something. And if they sell something, you also automatically sell something. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how you can actually find wallets to copy trade with a really nice new tool. And then how to set up the copy trade and all of these settings you're going to need to start. So first of all, you're going to need TradeWiz. TradeWiz is currently the fastest copy trading bot available. It's going to be linked in the description, so don't fall for any scam links. Just go ahead, click the link in the description, and you're going to get 10% off your fees you actually pay. And then pretty much what you're going to do is you're going to write /start. Then you're going to get your hub right here and your wallet. You can also import wallets if you already have one. And if not, you're just going to generate a new one. Then you can actually copy the address here. And then actually you're going to need is send some SOL over here. And then you're just finished. You can already start with it. So who do you copy trade now? How do you actually find wallets to copy trade? I've made videos before on how to find profitable wallets to track, but actually not how to find wallets to copy trade, because there's a big difference behind them. Because there are two versions of people. One that are actually just scalping and swinging trades, that they are buying and selling stuff in just seconds on low market cap coins. Or number two, the people who are actually buying higher market cap coins that are actually holding longer, who are having diamond hands and actually inside information. And these are the people you actually want to copy trade, because if you copy trade the people that are just buying and selling in seconds, you're always going to lose money, because they cheat for 20% profit, 30% profit, and because you pay fees and you probably don't copy trade with as much money, you're probably going to lose money. So we want number two. And how to actually find number two, this is really interesting that only TradeWiz has. TradeWiz has actually a feature called Smart Money, and you can press on it. Then you can actually press give me a smart money address, and then it's actually going to give you a smart money address, and it actually shows you a lot of really great information right here. They have a win rate of 61.1%. Here you see their P&L. So actually their P&L right now is $99,274, and how many trades they actually have. And then you can also see here how long they actually hold. Do you see here top trades 1 hour, 20 minutes, 40 minutes, 40 minutes, 30 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 hours, 7 hours. And this is actually a good wallet we want. We don't want people who are just, like I said, holding for 5 seconds, 10 seconds. They hold for quite a long time, and they have a 61% win rate, so they win more than they lose. But we want to go and analyze it more in depth. So actually we're going to press on this wallet, and we're going to go onto a website called gmgn.ai. It's a website where you can analyze wallets. The link is going to be down in the description. And then all you do is you just paste the wallet into this. You see this was actually trading on Photon. Then you see stuff like the win rate. You can see the P&L, obviously how much he actually made in total, over $500,000. You can see how many transactions he has done in this past 7 days. So it's actually a quite frequent trader. Almost 500 buy Texans in the last 7 days only. You can see the SOL balance. We see that he's making money. He has a win rate over 50%, and he's, I think, actually a good wallet to copy trade, because he doesn't scalp or just flip tokens really fast, and he's actually holding. So how do you copy trade this now? You will go back onto TradeWiz. Then you're going to press close when you already have copied the wallet. So then we're going to press on copy trade. Then you will come on this terminal. You can add more than one address. We're going to add one. You're just going to press add. First thing you're going to do is paste the target wallet. You're going to press on target wallet, then paste the wallet into it. Then you have added it, and then name the wallet. You're going to press on tag, and for this case, we're going to name it test. You're going to get a notification every time you buy something, and then it's going to say test wallet bought something, so you know. So really important. These are the settings I am recommending you to use. I've tried a lot of settings before, and these are the settings I think work best. Obviously, if you have problems with it, if you want to change something, if you think you can make other settings for your needs, go ahead and adjust them. Let's start with it. So buy percentage, we're going to leave it at 100%. What does buy percentage mean? It pretty much means how much percent you buy. So for example, if he invests 10 Solana and you have buy percentage 10%, you're going to buy in with 1 Solana. But because most of you guys probably don't have as much money starting out, which is totally fine, we're going to leave buy percentage at 100% and actually going to switch the max buy amount. For me, I'm just going to do 0.2 Solana. I think this is great. It really depends how much money you have. If, for example, your wallet is worth 5 Solana, go ahead, do 0.5 Solana. At 0.2 Solana is a good amount. Minimum buy, we're just gonna leave that out because we don't want to do that. The total investment SOL is how much Solana you're going to dedicate to this wallet. So for example, if you have 5 Solana, but you just want 1 Solana to actually copy trade this particular wallet, you can set this. For my purpose, we're just going to leave this out. Each token buy times, we're going to set this at 2, which what this pretty much means is how often the wallet you're copying can pretty much buy a token. So if he, for example, buys this token in 50 different taxons, you don't copy them, you just copy the first 2, which I think is good. Next thing is buy times reset after sold, which pretty much means if he sells 1 time, he can buy in 2 times again with the previous setting. We don't want that, so we're just gonna leave this out. With unrenounced buy and unburned buy, we're going to leave this on. That pretty much just means you're safe from scams. So if the liquidity isn't burned or it's actually a honeypot, then your copy will not go in, so you cannot get rinsed. Next thing, trader's transaction max limit pretty much just means what is the max what the trader can actually buy. So for example, if you just want to copy the low investment trades that he has, you can set this. But I don't really want this because, for example, if he now buys 100 SOL worth of a really high market cap coin, like for example goat or a popcat, you're going to buy into this as well. You can do whatever you want with this. We're going to talk about in other settings later that's actually going to fix this, so we're just going to leave this out right here. Then next setting, copy pump and copy radium. We're going to put true on both, which pretty much just means that you're also copying his buys from pump.fun and on radium, which we want. Next setting is minimum liquidity. We're not going to limit this because we're going to fix this. We have already these 2 settings right here, which fixes all of these scams. And next thing is going to be max market cap. This is a pretty interesting setting. It really depends again how much money you invest, but now for example, if we just invest, like I said, with 0.2 SOL, 0.3 SOL, I would put the market cap, I'm going to put it at 10 mil, because pretty much after that it's going to be really hard making a lot of money because it's just really slow, and actually you're not going to hit high access right there. So we're going to cap it at 10 mil. And then minimum market cap is even more important because some copy trading wallets, they know that they're getting copy traded, so they just go onto dead tokens where there's no movement at all, and then they just buy in and then they just sell after their copy trade is bought in. And because most of the tokens who actually don't have any volume are low market cap, we're going to fix that by just putting the minimum market cap at 20,000, for example. Copy sells, obviously we want this true. That just pretty much means that they copy the sells. Sell by position ratio, which just pretty much means that you're actually selling how much he is selling. So we're going to put this on. So when it means they sell 50% of their position, you also sell 50% of the position. When they sell 10%, you sell 10%. If they sell everything, you're just going to sell everything. No position sell notice. We don't want that. Just, you know, if you copy a wallet pretty much new and he already holds some tokens and just sells them off, you're going to get a lot of notifications we don't really want. Auto retry pretty much just means how often the bot will retry the transaction if it has failed. First copy sell percentage is pretty much it just sells 100% instead of the ratio, but because we have the ratio on, we're going to put this on false. Then we're going to have the pump slippage, and because pump.fun is actually high volume and really PvP sometimes, we're going to leave this at 50% and the normal slippage at 30%. It's important to have the slippage high in copy trading, and because there are a lot of taxons going through at the same time, so you're probably going to get filled a bit higher than the original wallet. So that's the best settings to actually put. Then buy gas fee, we're going to put 0.003 and the sell gas fee 0.004. It just pretty much helps you get filled all the time. You should not be failed with those settings, so they should be okay. Then anti-mef. Usually I say put this on, but because we're not buying in with a lot of money, so just like I said, 0.2 SOL, 0.3 SOL, we're actually going to leave this out. You don't get MEF'd on such small buys. If you buy with over 0.5 SOL, I would actually put MEF protection on. Right now, with low amounts of investment, I would actually put this off. Then buy tips, I'm going to put 0, and sell tips as well. Same thing again, if you buy in with higher amounts of money, I would say over 0.4 SOL. Also put a little buy tip, because it's going to help you much more, and you actually can pay more fees because you are also going to invest and sell more money. Then the last settings is auto sell. That pretty much just means that you're making your own take profits. So for example, you can say, okay, if the token is 50% up, you sell everything. I'm going to leave this out. I'm going to just copy the original wallet, because he probably knows what he's doing. And then all we're going to do is press create, and then it's already there and it's just working. So that's pretty much all you need to do. And now you're going to copy all of the trades that he does. So that was pretty much it for the video. Just a short notice at the end of the video. It is actually really important which wallet you're copy trading. It's pretty much just trial and error. You have to find a good wallet. I've probably went through dozens of wallets before I actually found good wallets to copy trade. A lot of them just don't know what they're doing. If you really want to know which wallets to copy trade, try it out yourself. You're going to lose on some, definitely, but you need to kind of survive this phase of bleeding out, so you can actually make some money. If you really want to find good wallets, use the tool, and actually also check out my other videos I made on how to find profitable wallets. If you want to learn more about trading crypto meme coins, go ahead, check out my other videos. I have pretty much all the videos on my channel, and also join the Telegram. So have a nice day. Bye.